The world is full of underwater marvels, from lost cities to sunken treasures to breathtaking natural habitats to unbelievable optical illusions. So, let's dig out some mind-blowing wonders from the depths of the sea. Number 15. Green Lake, Austria. Better described as the Disappearing Lake, Green Lake in Styria is a picturesque hiking and relaxing on-bench spot, but only until mid-June, because that's when it submerges 36 feet underwater. Surrounded by snowy mountains, the region experiences flooding in spring due to melting snow, leaving behind a surreal underwater park only available till July. The water is icy, crystal clear, and magically emerald, making it a hotspot for tourists and divers. But water activity has been prohibited to preserve its green hue. However, it's still a unique underwater wonder worth admiration. Number 14. The Sunken Forest, Kazakhstan. Lakes amidst forests are pretty common, but have you ever seen a forest sunken in a lake? If you haven't, head to Lake Kandy near the Tian Shan Mountains in Kazakhstan. Formed as an outcome of a massive landslide in 1911, the lake rests atop a spruce forest. This is some bizarre scenery you won't find anywhere else in the world. Although some vertical spear-like trees pierce through the lake, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The tree roots are drowned deep beneath the water's surface, as seen through its turquoise emerald crystal clear water. Or you can also dive into the lake to experience an underwater oasis with lush forest remnants. Number 13. Neptune Memorial Reef, USA. Located east of Key Biscayne in Florida, it's the largest man-made reef ever conceived. Currently built into 1 acre, the total planned size is a whopping 16 acres. 40 feet under the sea, the reef is also a memorial for loved ones who have passed away. This location gives a permanent place to the cremated remains of loved ones through its ornate structures, which also attract marine life, supporting the reef's main aim to transform the barren ocean floor to provide a habitat for marine organisms. In just 2 years, the marine life in the region has gone up from 0 to thousands, and the reef is now classified as a coral reef with 14 different species. Number 12. Orda Cave, Russia. Located underneath the western Ural Mountains, Orda is the largest underwater gypsum cave in the world. Dating back 500,000 years, the cave offers stunning visibility of approximately 50 yards, and the beautiful bluish-green water reflects the floor vegetation on the cave walls. This stunning clarity occurs due to the mineral-rich surroundings that filter the water. Such jaw-dropping aesthetics and the local myth of the Lady of the Orda Cave make the cave one of the most sought-after photography and scuba diving destinations globally. However, you should have proper dry suit diving training to enter the cave, as the temperature can reach negative 23 degrees Celsius during some months. Number 11. The Jellyfish Wall, Palau. Jellyfish Lake is a 12,000-year-old saltwater lake located on the Ale Malk Island in Palau. Although connected to the ocean through fissures in the enclosing limestone rock, the lake offers an isolated environment perfect for millions of jellyfish. You're not allowed to go scuba diving to prevent the mixing of the habitable and toxic layers of the lake, but you can snorkel. Within the first 13 to 15 meters, you can see golden jellyfish swim in a typical migratory pattern, following the sun's arc. If lucky, you'll also witness a spectacular underwater jellyfish wall, one of the most beautiful natural sights in the world. Number 10. The SS Thistlegorm Shipwreck. While the Titanic remains a distant dream of a wreck site accessible only since 2021 and costing a whopping $125,000 per person to visit, the SS Thistlegorm wreck site attracts scores of divers each year. The SS Thistlegorm was a famous World War II ship of the British government that sunk in the Red Sea near Ras Mohammed National Park in Egypt after 3 successful voyages. The German forces bombed the ship carrying arms and ammunition from Glasgow to Alexandria, thinking that it carried enemy troops. The ammunition exploded and the ship submerged, making the wreck one of the top 10 diving sites in the world, where you can still find significant warfare artillery. Number 9. Port Royal, Jamaica. Port Royal, near Kingston Harbor in Jamaica, was once one of the most sought-after port cities in the world, but now lies 40 feet underwater. Founded by the Spanish in 1494, it was invaded by the British in 1655. The Brits hired the Brethren of the Coast to attack all Spanish ships passing the port to prevent recapture. The tactic initially worked and established the Brits' sole stronghold over the city. Port Royal became the most affluent town in the New World. But with immense wealth emerged extreme merrymaking, slavery, and prostitution, branding it as the most wicked and sinful city in the world. Some say that these evil practices enraged God, who punished the city with several fires, earthquakes, and hurricanes, the first of which hitting on June 7, 1692. The city, primarily built over sand, suffered instant liquefaction and was submerged underwater. Even now, expeditions are taken to find lost pirate treasures. Number 8. Christ of the Abyss, Italy. God is omnipresent, even underwater, or at least the Christ of the Abyss statues convey this. The very first bronze statue was submerged in 1954 in the San Frutuoso waters near the Portofino village in Italy. The bronze statue, lying 15 meters below the sea, weighs 260 kilograms and has its arms raised skywards, calling upon the heavens to bless the earth. Constructed by the legendary Italian diver Duilio Marcanti as an homage to his friend Dario Gonzatti, the statue attracts several scuba divers from around the world who also light candles along the surface periphery to get blessed. Such popularity of the statue has led to 2 exact replicas constructed using the same mold in Florida and Grenada. Number 7. Underwater Waterfall, Mauritius. Mauritius, an island in the Indian Ocean, offers a bizarre enigma in the form of an underwater waterfall. But don't get fooled, this is a mere optical illusion. Located at the Limorne Peninsula's Turquoise Lagoon on Mauritius's southwestern coast, the so-called waterfall is actually a constant vertical fall of underwater sand and silt. The crystal-clear water offers a see-through surface to witness this miracle. The marine topography and intermingled shades of blue create the illusion of the sand that looks like water. Even the coast adds to the illusion with a gradual slope that climaxes into a sudden 4,000-meter deep abyssal drop at the site of the sandfall. Number 6. Heraklion, Egypt. Heraklion, also known as Tonis in ancient Egyptian, was an ancient port city in the 12th century BC. But now, only its remains are left underwater. Originally built on the Nile Delta towards the northeast of Alexandria, it's believed to be the city where Paris and Helen took asylum after fleeing from Troy. Although this could only be a myth, the city definitely existed. But by the 8th century AD, nothing was left after the region suffered several earthquakes and tsunamis. People thought it was a mythical city only mentioned in rare ancient texts and inscriptions. Centuries later, in 1999, a French archaeologist, Frank Godiot, and his team found a colossal face emerging from Abu Qir Bay near the Egyptian coast. After years-long explorations, they found 64 ships, a chest of gold coins, and Amun-Gareb temple remains, proving the city's existence. Number 5. Zhemchug Canyon, Bering Sea. Can you name one of the largest canyons in the world? Most people say the Grand Canyon. However, A much deeper canyon exists that can engulf the Grand Canyon. Zhemchug Canyon, located underwater in the Bering Sea in the North Pacific Ocean, is 8,530 feet deep, compared to the Grand Canyon, which is only 6,093 feet deep. Categorized as a submarine canyon, Zhemchug is the deepest of its kind. Believed to be carved from sediment transport occurring from enormous underwater landslides, Zhemchug offers a beautiful habitat to several marine species, including the endangered short-tailed albatross, seals, dolphins, whales, and corals. These colorful and beautiful creatures exist at every depth level of the canyon, instead of just at the floorbed. So, even if you don't go all the way down, you still find a vibrant color palette of lively creatures. Number 4. Ithaa Restaurant, Maldives Galápagos hotspot. While many still think that underwater life is explored only by divers and archaeologists, this underwater restaurant will compel you to change your point of view. Ithaa means mother of pearl in Divehi, in that it's as beautiful as a pearl in an ocean. Located 5 meters below sea level at the Rangali Island in Alif Dal Atoll of Maldives, the restaurant is the first of its kind, and therefore a unique experience. You get to enter from a spiral staircase descending from a jetty, making the entire experience incredibly surreal. Enclosed in a curved, transparent acrylic roof, the restaurant only has the capacity of 14 people and provides a spectacular 180-degree panoramic view. You can gaze at the beautiful lagoon, magnificent coral gardens, and colorful tropical fish as you enjoy a 6-course European meal. They even pride themselves on their wine concept, curated by world-class winemakers. Number 3. Galápagos Rift, Eastern Pacific Ocean. During a 1977 exploration of the Galápagos Rift, a volcanic hotspot in the Eastern Pacific Ocean, scientists found that the deep ocean temperatures were changing drastically from near zero to 400 degrees Celsius over just a short distance. This led to the fascinating discovery of hydrothermal vents, which had formed a unique ecosystems of hundreds of newly discovered species. Until then, it was believed that solar energy and photosynthesis were necessary for life to exist. However, these species were thriving despite the extreme temperatures, toxic minerals, and lack of sunlight. It was found that the bacterial conversion of the toxic minerals into usable energy through chemosynthesis helped in their survival. These vents have since become a site of scientific fascination. Number 2. The Great Barrier Reef, Australia. No list of underwater wonders is complete without mentioning the Great Barrier Reef. Located in the Coral Sea near Queensland, it's the world's largest coral reef system, with 2,900 individual reefs, 900 islands, and billions of beautifully colored organisms. It's larger than the Great Wall of China and is visible from space. And the best part is, it's completely natural. Its unparalleled beauty has made it the world's most sought-after tourist destination. Experience snorkeling, scuba diving, helitouring, and glass-bottomed boat viewing, and everything else. However, lately, coral bleaching has become a dangerous threat to this beautiful habitat, and scientists are constantly working on preserving it. Number 1. Lion City, China. Originally known as the Xichang City and popularly the Atlantis of China, the Lion City was one of the most powerful cities in China for centuries between 25 and 200 AD. Located at the base of the Wuxi Mountains, the city is currently submerged 131 feet underwater in the Qiandao Lake. Ruled by several dynasties, including the Ming and the Qing, this city could fit close to 62 football fields. It had 5 entrances and 265 ornate stone archways with carvings dating back to 1777. Surprisingly, it wasn't submerged by war or any natural phenomena, but on government orders to create a hydroelectric dam. Later, in 2001, a search exploration was set, and 10 years later, the city was finally rediscovered, sparking global interest.